We've got two runs with our general today. The first one is going to be a slightly more free-to-play friendly team using March 7th as a sustain. Now, we do have Jing Yuan and Sparkle. Those two will stay the same. However, for the second run, we are going to be swapping in Ron Mei for March 7th, and then just seeing how the two teams compare. Now, for the first build, Jing Yuan is going to be on an S5 Seriousness of Breakfast. He is also going to be on the Quantum set and Sal Soto because I don't farm sets, and if you want to do the follow-up set, that is obviously going to be his best in slot. Now, for Jing Yuan, she is on Planetary Rendezvous because she is Lightning. On top of that, she's on a 4-piece Messenger and on a 2-piece Von Whack, mainly just for the 5% extra energy because we're not using an energy-related Light Cone. And Sparkle is going to be on Bronya's Light Cone, although maybe I actually should have changed that to Pass in the future, but it doesn't really make a difference because the extra skill point's not going to matter too much, and on top of that, the energy is not necessary for Sparkle as long as she's on an ERR rope. Now, for March 7th, I haven't actually played with her too much, so I don't know what her optimal build is. However, what I decided to go for was Landau's Choice because that's the only preservation one I have leveled, and on a 2-piece Knight and a 2-piece Messenger. Now, I did run an effect hit rate body just so we can get slightly more consistent freezes, and then to counteract the defense loss, we are also running a defense rope instead of an energy regen rope, because although we can get slightly higher uptime with our ults, I rather just have chunkier shield so the team doesn't die. So that does work out pretty nicely. So let's get into the first run versus MOC 12 and see how it goes. While we're popping these techniques, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Now, we are going to use March 7th's technique to finish, and hopefully we can get a freeze on something. It froze the TV. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. Apply Benediction to Jing Yuan for the attack, and then boost up Jing Yuan for an ult and a skill. Now, unfortunately, we don't get the extra crit rate from skilling first, but it's fine. Now here, we are going to put the shield on Sparkle, so hopefully the aggro does, hit Sparkle, although knowing Jing Yuan is just going to get attacked, so she will be the next one to get the shield. I did want to make sure the TV died there, because if the Lightning Lord doesn't kill it, then it will sap our energy because it's not inside the gifting mode. Back to 7 skill points. And the fish died. Perfect. She did resist the Imprison, which is nice because she is built with a ton of effect res, so that does happen quite a bit, although if she did get imprisoned, then we could have just used March 7th to cleanse her instead of giving the shield to Jing Yuan. March 7th is so good. The fact that she can cleanse, heal, and shield is better than Bailu in my opinion, and which is really sad because I love Bailu when she's E1. She's my first healer. Wonderful. Now it's time for the Master Stroke, and the Lightning Lord should finish it off. We could have actually given the damage boost to Jing Yuan from Jing Yuan to make sure it died, although I did want to give the speed to all my characters, although in retrospect they would have just kept the speed, so I actually just should have popped it. There was no reason not to. Now back to 6 skill points. Sparkle's crazy. Sparkle's honestly crazy. Sparkle is like an indirect buff to sustains that need a lot of skill points too, because like we use March 7th skill a whole bunch and it doesn't matter. Gonna shield once again. Now Jing Yuan is in range for the ult after the skill, so our Lightning Lord will hit 10 stacks once again. And then March 7th with her effect hit rate and the trace that gives her a slightly higher base chance to freeze. Does freeze, which is nice. Relatively nice Lightning Lord. Kind of on the low side though, but it's fine. That's a massive drop from the MOC buff thanks to all the skills we used. Now we strip the shield off the other enemy, and then back with another 4 skill points. So here we'll just skill on March 7th, just so now 3 of our characters have shields, and now they get healed a little bit. We could have also just given it back to Sparkle again, so she had a full shield, but yeah, Sparkle is getting pretty low here. Well, we missed all the freezes that time, but yeah, it's fine. And now here, Lightning Lord is right under the cycle, which is slightly sad, but I guess we'll just let the MOC buff take it out instead of the Lightning Lord. It would have been really nice for the Lightning Lord to kill there. Anyway, let's go on to the second run and see how the other one performs. Now, for this team comp, we have put Before Dawn on Jing Yuan, and the relics are exactly the same. Speed through those, and then Jing Yuan is also the same. I think I did swap a couple of her relics though, so she might be slightly different. And Sparkle is the exact same. Now for the difference, we do have Ranmei. She has E0, not my E1 on my normal account, so she's on a 2-piece Thief and a 2-piece Guard with a break effect rope because we don't really need to pop the ult that badly, so I rather just get to her 180 damage threshold, or break effect threshold, so we can get the damage boost. Now let's see how this team performs. Time for run number 2, and subscribe if you're not. I appreciate it very much. Now we are going to, I forgot about Jing Yuan's second technique, so there we go, and then finish with a nice sword strike from Jing Yuan. Now the difference between this team and the other team obviously is that we don't have a sustain, so we do have to rely on breaking so they don't take as many actions and we don't get screwed over. On top of that, if you build your characters more tanky, then you don't have to worry too much about the damage. Although sometimes you will get unlucky and just get spam attacked into all one character. But this run took like 2 tries, I think, so. Now we'll apply both of our ults after, that way we can take advantage of our skill points and we re-upped the Benediction, which mainly just gives us more energy. Yeah, so that Lightning Lord was like double the damage from the first run. Perfect, so Sparkle got imprisoned. If Jing Yuan got imprisoned or Jing Yuan, then we would have been dead. Now, I was 25 energy off with a 24.4, so I don't know the decimal, so I was kind of scared the basic wasn't going to get the ult up. It probably would, but we have so many skill points that it's like, whatever. Let's just skill and make sure we get it. And then one more ult should wipe out these guys, so we get a 0 cycle on the first side. Now it is nice that the speed debuff doesn't affect our set going into our second wave. So even though she was imprisoned, it doesn't screw up our speed tuning. Sparkle's getting low twice. She almost died both runs. That's a pretty nice Lightning Lord considering that we have no defense shred, so and only 2 enemies. So that's pretty good. With our 7 skill points, 1 more Benediction just because. And we bump up Jing Yuan once more. Ooh, Sparkle's very close. Now we'll strip the shield. We won't be able to get the res pen because she is on the break effect, not the effect or the energy regen, but it's fine. Damage wise, we should be good. Now here we're gonna pop Jing Yuan's ult just because we just want a little more damage because it's not like we're gonna get 2 more ults. So now we do get a buffed skill and a buffed ult. Pretty good. And then we do break, so luckily Sparkle didn't have to die and then us not be able to get all the characters. So second Lightning Lord does wipe it out. Anyways, thanks for watching both sides, if you have watched both sides. Let me know what you guys think about each team, the March 7th version or the Ron May version. And of course, like the video, comment, and subscribe for the third time. Thanks. Adios.